Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to pre-market update. Inflation report came just 8:30 a.m. Eastern, and all the indices, including Bitcoin, is pumping. It came less than expected, so you can see a nice candle. This is 1 minute candle just from here, nice into the resistance sell zone. You can see it came to the buy zone here, futures yesterday around, let's say, around 3:13 p.m. Eastern and also around 12:30 p.m. Eastern. And then from there to where we are, we went into the red sell zone up 2.57%. So this is why you should be looking to take profits, guys. So you should be looking to buy closer to this green line. You can see in time and time again, you buy here in green, sell on red, okay, and then again you buy here on green, and then again you're now here in sells. You can see same story across the board. You can see S&P 500, same thing, came very close and now pumping. Here also it was in the buy zone. This is Dow Jones. It was a bit stronger, came to the neutral zone, white line, and then pumping. And then same thing with the Russell 2000. Came to the buy zone. Here it was in the neutral zone. Here it came to the buy zone and then pumping. This is an area you want to short, right? You want to short this area because it's up uh, pre-market almost 3%. It's not going to withstand that, guys. And Bitcoin, you can see same thing here. Was in the buy zone here 2 days ago and now in the sell zone. And this is the area you should be looking to take profits. Hit the like button, guys, if you like the content. It only takes 1 second to hit the thumbs up button. And if you're interested to know more about this indicator, what stocks I'm buying, uh, click the join button in the description of this video. All right, so let's go to our analysis on S&P 500. This is US 500. You can see here we did not get to the green line. I was waiting for it to go to the green line. Now we're getting a pump and it came to the neutral line. So you can see futures usually come to the white line and then pump as well. This is a long-term guide. Eventually, I think at some point we'll be near green line, his green zone. Right now, they are just pumping it higher and RSI came very close to green line and then bouncing. Ideally, it's good to have it near in touching the green line, but sometimes here you can see it comes very close and then bounce. Here it came very close and bounce, did not touch it. So, okay, you don't ever get a perfect setup. You just got to be prepared for it. So you take whatever you get, okay? So that's where we are right now. And inversely, if it goes to the red line, that's where we'll be looking to sell. And it is still possible that futures can go and hit this target here around 63.28, okay? So that's from where we are right now at this pump, around 6.54%. And inversely, we could go lower to this green line, which is around 8%, which is around 54.61 as of right now. If you trade MES, that top target is 63.60 and then bottom target is 54.91. So just keep that in mind. All right, so let's go to daily chart and do a side-by-side comparison, and let's go to look at SPX. So we are getting a pump. Cycle was looking for a low here, and let's see if this is the bottom or we're gonna get another rally and which will be failed to go there. So we'll see how it goes. And if you look at live market, MES, you can see it's already trying to close above all moving averages today in front of this 20 moving average. So some resistance here. If you look at SPY, opening on a big gap up, guys. Big gap up in front of this 20 moving average, and there was a gap down here on 10th of January, Friday, and now they are doing a gap up. So there will be a gap left, which I will update later on. So it will be filled at some point. So now that is possibility that it is up right now. Towards the end of the day, they will start dumping it, start filling the entire gap. So look to take profit right away, okay? So if you're in profit, look to take it as at market open and then let it fill this gap, and then you can buy again. If you look at Nasdaq, is also closing above all moving averages here. You can see above, but in front of this 20 moving average white line still. And on triple Qs, you can see here again this gap down. This is going to be closed today, opening right on a gap up on this yellow line. All right. And on actually on NDX, if you go to weekly chart, I want to see something. You can see we're touching this white line, which is 20 moving average on weekly. Every time we touch, we slightly go below this, and that's usually a good buy. This time we just touched and bounce. SPX actually went below this white line. Usually, whenever we go below the white line, that's usually a good time to buy. and that's what happened. It's now bouncing now, and if you look at live market, it's already above that, and same thing with MNQ, touching the white line and now going higher. All right, just wanted to show you the weekly chart. In terms of Dow Jones, up huge 1.6%. This massive gap down on yellow line, they're going to fill that gap, and IWM up 3%. Again, massive gap up. This yellow line is going to be filled. I mean, there's going to be hole, which I will update later. The top targets here looks like they don't want to go to this bottom line. We'll see how the day ends. Bitcoin crypto also, you can see, came near the support. Nice wick here under, and now closing above all moving averages, so looking very bullish here. So again, it survived this nice area of support, now going higher. Ethereum is weaker. Again, came near this 200 EMA SMA and getting a 9 count SPY signal, trying to go higher. Ethereum futures, there's a gap around 39.37. There's a gap around 22.36. They're trying to, I don't know where they're going to go. Probably going to go fill that and then come down. Who knows? Bitcoin futures, there's a gap around 77K. That will be filled at some point. I just don't know when. So we'll see how things shape up. Okay, so let's go to crude oil. Looking very nice and bullish, just consolidating above all moving averages. This is going to give time for these moving averages to catch up. So still looking very bullish. CNQ had a nice week yesterday, tested 20 moving average and then closed somehow green today. Let's see if it can recover this. It's up 0.9%. Let's see if it can recover and go above this moving all the moving averages. That will be really nice. Canadian version is still a little weaker because of dollar exchange rate. XLE energy sector looking very bullish above all moving averages. First time you can see price above all moving averages, just trying to build a bull trend. As long as it holds above this blue line, 200 moving average, it's all good. Okay. What else is here? Let's look at Hang Seng Index. Actually, it filled this gap. Wow, I didn't realize. Yesterday, it filled this gap around 18K, so we can delete this. And now going higher, so very nice. Sorry, that gap was not 18K. That gap was created before. So uh, anyhow, there are still two gaps at the bottom. Bond market looking bullish, trying to bounce after 7 counts buy signal. Still a lot to prove, but still a bounce as of now. And if you go to natural gas, looking good. Price above all moving averages, trying to bounce. Gold is also looking good. Price above all moving averages, trying to go higher. Silver, little weaker than gold, but now today trying to close above all moving averages here as well. Copper is getting a 8 count sell signal, still above a 200 moving average. Sugar is in a buy zone. This is the area I want to be buying sugar. Wheat is also touching this trend line and now bouncing, still below this 50 moving average. Corn is also looking bullish. Dollar a little weaker, but finding support on this 20 moving average. This is weaker after this inflation report, but still it can still bounce anytime. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Um, and what else is it? In terms of stocks, FANG stocks, Apple getting a 9 count buy signal, trying to bounce. Let's see if it can bounce. This is going to drive the market. And NVDA was down again, trying to recover, but still below all moving averages. So it could fail and still go to around 119. Keep that in mind. AMD is also trying to fill some of these yellow gaps. Tesla looking bullish, almost 3.5% up. Let's see if it can. It might want to fill these top gaps before coming down. So we'll see how that shapes up. Microsoft is pretty interesting actually. Every time it touches this blue line, it bounces, sometimes close below that, but now again is above that. So I might be looking to buy Microsoft when I get a chance. And if there's anything else interesting, there were big earnings from banks. JP Morgan above all moving averages, very bullish. Goldman Sachs above all moving averages. So you can see all these banks are very bullish. Even Canadian banks are pumping because of that. So nice bounce across all the banks after good earnings. And I'm not sure any other particular stocks which are interesting. But anyhow, VIX is, you can see this gap is closed around 17. it could come to fill some of these gaps in 14. If not, then it's going to go up at 27. So we'll see how the day ends. It's huge pre-market up session right now, but I'm afraid that this rally could be sold into because it will be opening on a big gap. So it's probably going to be like this. It's going to be opening on a big gap up, and then probably they're going to uh, try to come back and fill this gap. Like if I go and hide these, so it's here, right? So probably they're going to come back to here to fill this gap as a session ends. So just keep that in mind. So all the way, good luck, guys. Let me see how it goes. Hit the like button on your way out, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.